Hello, this is Jason Goa from Prediction Accounting, and I am going to kind of walk you guys through how the process works for the automation of the accounting products and kind of where you will be working on all of your financials and all of your budgets and everything like that, and the audit, um, and kind of walking through how the reporting works as well. So, everything from your perspective is done in Excel, the wonderful Excel that we all know and love, and it's all done online. And the database, when we connect your database to Microsoft Azure, um, and be able to do that and bring it through clusters so that it's automatically updating back and forth between Microsoft Azure and your database. What happens is then the data becomes available through Excel. Now, Excel is the most commonly used and also one of the best applications out there to basically manipulate the data to help us to see where our financials are going and stuff like that. So what happens is in the first tab, it gets dropped into the data set in here. And this is where all the data kind of resides and is your data from your data source. And then here's like all of your different accounts, your different classes. And then what happens is from there, we were able to make like budgets. So all this data is brought in through the data tab and is automatically imported in over here. Now the way that you can go ahead and manipulate this data is like here. So like right here, this is 2017, here's 2018, here's 2019. Then what you do is say, well, I want to adjust my cells. So you go ahead and adjust your cells to whatever you want it to be and hit enter. And you kind of keep going down and kind of keep adjusting it to whatever you want it to be. That's just kind of how you adjust your budgets. And then once you're done adjusting your budget, you can be able to go to here to the management reports and be able to see what your budget was and what your actual was, or what you're projecting your budget to be. You can change this by year and by sales and by the different accounts that are all listed here, and kind of give us a little bit of conditional formatting in terms of how, if it looks good, it looks bad. The budget was 2 million, but we only have 145,000. Something went wrong, so we need to find out what's going on there, what's happening. Also, another tab, we can see like revenue management, like where all of our sales are happening, what months they're happening in. We can drill down into each one of these different tabs to be able to see these different formats in terms of see where the data is and what consists the data. And then also here we have the cost analytics. So we can see exactly how much we're spending each month, what accounts we're spending it in, that and so forth. So it's just basic Excel. The reports and everything are all generated through Excel, and you can basically see in real time what's happening. Now, the great thing about the system is that you can be able to go into here and make your journal entries to whatever you want it to be. So let's just say my accounting expenses was off by $1,000. We're going to debit that, and my car lease was put in the wrong account, so we're going to credit that. So again, you can see here the debits and credits, everything matches, dual entry accounting and stuff of that nature. And then you go back over to cost analytics, and over here you see nothing's really changed. So you hit the refresh button in the data, refresh all connections, and bam, there you go. Everything has been updated and everything is consistent. When you hit refresh all connections, it automatically syncs to the Azure database. And the Azure database will then update your database in terms of what financials are being reported. It syncs every couple minutes, and it makes sure that all the data is being refreshed consistently throughout the process. So if there's a little bit of a lag, it's because we are uploading or changing data between the different sources, and we should be able to see that fairly quickly and fairly consistently. Now, the great thing about being able to use Excel is that since it uploads everything directly to Azure, Azure then can be able to take that data and be able to put it back into the clusters and be able to then start to analyze the data in terms of the prediction results. So that's where what happens then is be able to analyze all that data. It takes the information in and starts comparing it to other sources, and the other sources might be like like invoices or other types of information we might have, like cost of goods, like how much do we buy this part for, how much do we buy that part for, and be able to start comparing all those results to make sure that all the data is consistent with our data source that we have. And when we do that, then our audit is nice and tight and clean. So when we get audited every year by our auditors, they can go right through and be able to get it done fairly quickly and fairly easily, and everything is done effectively. Now, once the audit is done and everything else has happened there, then what it does is it takes it over to Power BI. Now, Power BI is the data tool that we have with Microsoft. It's a business intelligence tool. And here you can see there's tons of different types of reports that you can generate through here. Here's just some of the ones that I've generated that to show kind of like the different types of where all the accounts are kind of sitting, which ones are high, which ones are low. It's all color coordinated. You can start to see, you know, where's all my credits, where's my debit and memos and everything of that nature. You can see a bunch of the different accounts in terms of what's happening, what needs to change, what doesn't need to change, what accounts you would like to drill into. These are drillable accounts, so you can drill into each one of these and see the data sources as well, and see what's making up each of those accounts. You can see how many checks went out, how much accounts receivable, credit card, all that great stuff that we all accountants just seem to love. We'll be able to see all that type of information and be able to drive that through. So everything in here, well, let's just say you didn't see something you didn't like in here, that you're like, I need to go change like this check right here. I need to go check number 88 or check number 87 and find out why it's so high. You can actually go back into here and go hit refresh data and find their data source over here and say, oh, whoa, that entry is really bad. I'm going to go ahead and make a journal entry right here, make that journal entry, refresh the data connection, wait a couple minutes, and they'll be updated over here in Power BI. So it's instantaneous. It connects really effectively and efficiently, and you'll be able to see all of your trends and everything that you're looking for there. The Power BI, you are able to see a lot of different types of reports. Like here, you can see like the cost of goods, how much cost of goods are, how much of each of the different accounts are. You can kind of go through here and see, well, look at some of these trends. These trends are really throwing us off. We want to see what's happening with each one of these different types of trends and why these are up and down and all over the place, and find out what's going on here to make sure that we have a good understanding of where the data is telling us where we're going. And here we can see that here's the gross margin, and down here's the net margin. Whoa, our net margin's negative, so we want to find out what's going on, so we can actually go back over to here and drill down into each one of these different accounts and find out why there's so much variance and why things are going that way. And then over here, we have just your basic account ledger. You can see your accounting fees. You can see your accounts receivable accounts. They're all alphabetized, and so you can kind of just go down and see what's going on and the totals and all that fun stuff. So it's really powerful and really useful in terms of intelligence. We can create like any type of report you're looking for. If you're looking for like a line graph in terms of your profitability, if you're looking for just like numbers, like a table, we can configure that. If you're just looking for overall reports, if you're looking for something that you want to give the auditors that just gives like the gross margin, the cost of goods, all that information, that you just want to be high level, that you can do that as well. It's very functional, very easy to manipulate and to use. If you don't like a certain report, we can change it any time. It's really easy to make sure that everything's getting done, and so that's really how it happens. And the great thing is, like I said, if you didn't like something on this table, you can drill down into it, and right in here it'll tell you, oh, that's what's happening here. So you know, you can drill down into almost any one of the accounts, and be able to see exactly where it's going, because you can go over to here and drill down and go over the management reports and find out where the data is residing, and find out what's going on, and see why the data just doesn't look right, or see what's happening there. You can also do pivot tables in here. You can do all types of other data sources. Anything that you can do in Excel, you can do over here, and make sure that everything is functioning and everything's looking good. So again, here's your data sources, everything that's going on over here. You can create drill entries that automatically upload into Azure, which also automatically upload into your Oracle, NetSuite, QuickBooks, SAP, Sage, any of your accounting systems. It automatically uploads into each one of those and makes sure that they have the information that they need, so that your data resides in your accounting system, but it's just being analyzed in Azure's database, so that we can make sure that we can give you the projections, the forecasts, and auditing results, the automated accounting close, and all the amount of automated transactions, like cash management automation, and also the great part about the financial analyst, the controller, the CFO automation. we can generate all these different types of reports and do all this analysis for you remotely to be able to generate all the information that you possibly need from any one of those to give them the ability to work more on your business and generate more for your business than and not so much worry about the day-to-day functions or transactions of accounting or finance. So again, this is the overview. Everything is done in Excel. You'll do everything in Excel. You'll look at everything in Power BI. Also in Excel, you'll be able to customize your reports and do everything in Excel here as well. So if you want to keep everything in Excel and do a lot of your reporting in Excel, you can do that as well. It's all linked. It's all up to it's linked to the databases that are linked up to the cloud and also to your data source, and we'll make sure that everything is connected all the time. We have a 99.9% uptime, so we hardly ever are down, and you'll be able to access your data anytime, anywhere. You'll be able to do Excel or manipulate results or do anything you want from any location as long as you have a data connection to your laptop or your computer. So anyways, this is the overview of prediction accounting, and if you have any questions, please give us a call or email us, and we'll be more than happy to talk to you about this and get this rolling for you and get this moving forward. So thank you. Have a wonderful day.